All right, but let's go to the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Fantastic name.
Yeah, where you're featuring two not starting quarterbacks. Oregon State versus Notre Dame. Oregon State catching 6.5 points. That's right, 6.5 points. The opt-outs, and this is probably I'm gonna put it in at least the top three of most opt-outs slash transfer portal slash injuries of any bowl game this entire postseason.
This is the most disappointing game I thought. When this matchup came out, you knew there was going to be some shakeup for sure on both these rosters. So you couldn't get too excited. But on paper, if these teams were to play in the regular season, I would love this matchup. Would love this matchup.
Let's see. Hey, I'll let you read through the list.
I don't even know. Where do I start? Okay, Oregon State, obviously, Jonathan Smith and a ton of his coordinators and staff.
Yeah.
They're going to be juggling two jobs there at Michigan State, and then obviously trying to get their teams ready for a bowl game, trying to recruit at Michigan State, yada, yada, yada. Obviously, you've got two quarterbacks in the portal, DJU and Aiden Childs. I will say, though, in that front, though, they might have the best QB3 in the country right there. Ben Branson. If you remember that name, you are a 2022 Oregon State fan because he was a baller for them. He was a baller in the final 8 games of 2022 for them. They got their starting tight end in the portal, right? They got their starting linebacker, couple starting defensive backs. Anthony Gould opting out the NFL. Talise Fuaga, stud right tackle, going to be a top 15 pick there in the NFL draft. Couple injuries. And then Damian Martinez, just icing on the cake, right? Your stud, your guy that said, hey, I'm coming back to the Beavers. I don't care what my coach does. He gets arrested. Can't catch a break there up in Corvallis. As for Notre Dame, you've got your offense coordinator going to take the head coaching job at Troy. Congratulations to Gerald Parker. Really big job for him. Troy's done an excellent job there with John Summerall. Love to see what he can do there as well. We'll get into that in our coaching carousel episodes. If you want to watch our other ones, we have them up on YouTube in a playlist. If not, we'll get to Gerald Parker eventually once the bowl season kind of quiets down. In the portal, you've seen a huge exodus at wide receiver and even at tight end. They are kind of overhauling that roster in that position, which I think is needed, but it's not going to help them in this game here. Rico Flores, Tobias Merriweather, Chris Tyree, Holden Stays, all name stays, Braylon James, all big-time recruits, big-time names for them this year. They're gone in the portal. You got some opt-outs here. Very important. Sam Harbin, obviously a stud. You've got Steve Angeli, I believe, is going to start. Don't know much about him. Very excited to learn about him. Audric Estime, star running back for them. You got Blake Fisher, Joe Alt, both your bookend tackles. Really, really good. Two corners, Cam Hart, Thomas Harper. Oh, tough. But you do get good news. Xavier Watts is playing in the bowl game. And then Howard Cross, D tackle, is also gonna come back as well. That's tough. You got a couple injuries there. Mitchell Evans, obviously, been gone. You might get Jaden Thomas back at wide receiver. It sounds like it's going to be Thomas, Jordan Faison, and Jaden Greathouse, a couple young guys there with Eli Raridon at tight end. Very new look rosters. Excited to see what they're going to look like in 2024 with these young guys and some guys that didn't get a ton of playing time in 2023. This game, though, what are you thinking?
Here's what I'll do. All right, you got a decimated staff with Oregon State. It's hard to trust a staff that is just not full.
Troy,
See
James Madison.
James Madison. I mean, it is hard to prepare when you do not have your full coaching staff for a game, right? However, I say however because Trent Bray is an internal promotion.
Yeah,
right.
Big difference there.
Big difference. He will be the guy next year. He was the defensive coordinator last year. He is ready to go. He's been locked in. I think he's getting these players excited. I will take Oregon State plus 6.5 because I like Ben Branson. I don't love the opt-outs that Notre Dame has are more important than the opt-outs that Oregon State has, I think. I think in the secondary, you're losing a lot for the Beavs, which could you argue was it that important anyways? Because they were pretty dicey. Akili Arnold is a big name in the portal. I get it. But how about this? I'll take Notre Dame to win. Oregon State plus 6.5. Give me a middle sandwich right there. When in doubt, take the points. I guess when we're picking these games and I'm in doubt, I'm just gonna take the points.
Yeah, I have no idea how to go with this too. To be honest, I like Notre Dame just because I like the trending. I love Marcus Freeman. I like the way they're recruiting in the future. And 2024 is going to be really interesting with Riley Leonard coming in, a couple other talented players in the portal. I don't know what to think about this game. I have no idea who Steve Angeli really is about.
I have no clue.
I can't wait to learn about him and to watch him play. Sounds like he's been there for a while. We'll see. I think it's awesome, but yeah, I think vibes are just telling me that give me Oregon State. They've been through enough this year. Okay, those guys that are still there want to be there, right? The coaching staff, be damned. I think this is a player-led team. I think Ben Gulbranson is gonna ball out. He's so awesome, exciting. Um, was really frisky a year ago for them in 2022. Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm gonna middle with you here. I hate to ride with you again, but I'll take Notre Dame to win. Give me Oregon State to cover, though. For all the reasons we explained, though. It's a shame, though. This game, full strength, would be so awesome to watch, right? But obviously, with the opt outs, with the NCAA calendar, which we can't get into right now, it's a whole process. It's ridiculous. This is awesome. This should be some of the best players in the sport playing on this stage in a really awesome bowl, the Sun Bowl, and they're not getting it done.